So the war in Toronto is boiling over again, okay? You've heard me talk about Top 5, the killer streamer before, okay? But now his biggest ops, they're getting busy in the streaming world too. And unfortunately for some of the streamers, they're getting sucked into serious real-life gang wars that have real-life consequences, okay? So look, if you've followed this channel for some time, you'll kind of know the backstory. Top 5 is obviously a notorious gangster from Toronto, okay? He's been rumored to have been involved in 3 murders. He was fighting a murder case. He got his lawyer paid for by Drake, had the best lawyer in the whole of Toronto, beat that case. It's now been a year since that case can be refiled. So Top 5 is basically in the clear. All right. Some people say he got away with murder. And since he got out, he's, instead of dropping music and becoming a rapper, he started becoming a streamer. He's been popping out with all the famous streamers, Aiden Ross, N3ON, all of these people. And he's actually created his own lane for himself as a streamer. And he's now doing popping streams that get up to as many as 10,000 people live on his kick streams. Okay. He's signing all kind of deals. He's shining with all kind of chains. Top 5 really came up. But what's really sad is behind the scenes, Top 5 used to be really close with another group of rappers and apparently, allegedly, very serious gangsters in Toronto who go by the name BFR, all right? Blue Feather Records is their record label, but it's been started by Pressa and his brother Boondog, who are very infamous in the streets of Toronto. You're going to have to do your research on those guys, okay? There was a period when they were all friendly together, Top 5, Pressa, Boondog. They were all rolling around in Dubai together, having a great time, shining Richard Mills, Ferrari trucks, absolutely living the high life. But at some point along the way, there's been a massive falling out between these people. And allegedly, it has something to do with Drake and The Weeknd, and Drake having a beef with The Weeknd and the XO crew, Drake's house getting shot up, The Weeknd's manager's house getting shot up. And, you know, apparently the whole beef started because Top 5 caught Pressa and them in the club with the XO crew. And he basically said, nah, we're not standing on that. And they literally, allegedly, all fell out over this situation. Now, come to find out, Top 5 gets caught in London. You know, he's in London doing live streams at Drake's Wireless Festival. He ends up getting his neck sliced. And look, I'm not trying to be the feds, but there's been so many rumors that apparently some of them guys were on some international badness and it might have been a hit sent from Toronto, okay? Allegedly, mega, 1,000 times allegedly. But that's been the rumor, okay? And there'd been a couple of crazy back and forths. Obviously, Top 5 has done streams with N3ON. They've linked up. They've become friends. But it wasn't so long ago that Pressa popped up to press N3ON and basically tell him we're the realist in Toronto. So this was a crazy moment. Pressa and N3ON ran into each other on the street, okay? It seemed like N3ON didn't fully understand exactly the real demons that he had bumped into in this clip. But, you know, Pressa let him know we're the realist in Toronto, man.
Top 5 keep calling you. I'm from Toronto. We them niggas, man.
Oh, shit.
Top 5. Fuck Top 5. GGGK. You know, we rockin'. We outside in LA live. Call Top 5 right now, your boy, and tell him what it is, man. Yeah, right?
Well, I'm a civilian.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a civilian.
I know you're my dog.
All right, brother.
I see you
I'm a civilian.
Rolls and shit.
Yeah.
All right, I rate
no
your
beef.
style.
Y'all have. I'm friends with him, but
yeah,
no, but I'm
cool.
no.
We're both friends. You're friends with both of us.
Yeah. I'm friends with him, but nothing to do with any of the other stuff.
Nah,
just
obviously,
like,
nah.
just like,
that.
yeah.
So
hey, brother.
Ruby Rose, she give you peace, yeah?
No. She's a good friend. Good friend. All right.
So look, man, Pressa really stood on business. He said it's GGGK. That's Top 5's gang. Okay, he's saying he's GGG killer. He's saying we're the realist in Toronto. And there's been other occasions where they've bumped into each other, right? There was another incident where they bumped into each other that was circulating, and people were saying, yo, N3ON was shook when Pressa reached into his pocket. I ain't gonna lie, if Pressa reaches into his pocket around me, I'm gonna be shook too, bro. I don't know what he's gonna pull out. Hey, I heard how this guy does his ops, man. So they done bumped into each other a few times.
You're my wassa.
You know me, I'm your bitch?
Wasi. You know what? Wasi means like, Google him.
Okay.
Do your research.
What else?
But wassa means like my savage.
Ah,
So
thanks, gang.
It'd be like, you're my savage, my wassa.
What's some other shit?
Like when you see Drake, tell me, what up, my wassa?
Oh, wait, you fuck with Drake?
Wassa. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Who's your favorite artist out of Canada?
Houdini.
Houdini. Okay.
Hard.
Hard.
You should go look him up.
Hell yeah.
You never heard of him before?
No, but I'm tapping.
Yeah,
I'm tapping. Love, brother. There's a lot of food and stuff.
Right,
Whatever you need, man. I come in peace, bro. I got nothing in my pockets.
Me too. I ain't got nothing in my pockets.
Hold on. Would you mind if I pat you down?
Yeah, come on.
All right.
I ain't got nothing good. I got cash.
Hey! All right, bro.
So look, man, he had N3ON shook, okay? And look, I would be shook too. Pressa and his brother, you go and do your research on them. There's some serious Toronto demons. But look, Top 5 still been applying pressure. Okay, another name for that hood, you know, they call themselves the you know, the BFR records, the Blue Feather records, but there's been a lot of names these guys have been associated. Go and look up the case with the YBK, the Young Buck Killers. That's when these guys, they call them the Driftwood Crips. There's all different names. People have called this group 3L. Some people have said that's like an alliance between different crews. But Top 5 has really been pushing 3LK. I don't even want to do it, but they imagine this finger's not here and I'm doing that. I ain't even want to do the gang sign. I ain't even trying to put down anybody like that. Okay, Pressa. Yeah, I don't want any smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be in all the gangs at once. I'm trying to collect all the Infinity Stones. But Top 5 is actually getting famous pictures from the Toronto Blue Jays to throw up 3LK. He disrespecting Pressa's gang. He disrespecting the set. That's the 3LK sign, okay? People are saying this is high-level puckery, all right? Puckery for all my hockey fans out there, okay? So, obviously, Pressa and N3ON linked up again. Okay, they linked up, and really, it ended up leading to a little bit of drama. I'm honestly hearing there was a little bit of drama behind the scenes. Okay, there was one particularly viral moment in the studio. Right, they linked up at a studio, and people are saying that N3ON kind of sneak diss Pressa. He said, "Oh, I want to cap rap like you." But I feel like he's just, I don't even know. N3ON kind of does always, he plays dumb, but he kind of knows what's going on. But he should have been careful, man, because I don't think Pressa really caught wind of what he was saying in this. But if he did, he might have been getting tied up and thrown in the trunk, my boy.
Pressa, tell me the lines, bro. I want a rap cap like you, bro. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, bro.
He's saying, I want a rap cap like you. Now, the most generous interpretation of this I could believe is that he's saying, I want a rap cap. I want a cap and rap like you, the real ones. You know, that's the best. That's the most generous interpretation. He's saying, I want to rap like you, but you're really a wasser out here, and I'm capping. So I want to rap cap and sound like you, but I'm capping and you're not capping. If he was really saying that Pressa caps in his raps, he might need to go and watch my documentary, man.
Everybody says wassa wassa. What the fuck you scared about, N3ON?
Yo,
cool.
Hey, Canadians in the chat, what does wassa wassa mean?
It means my homie that died, my nigga. Shootout with the police.
Oh,
all that. Don't
R.I.P.
worry, it's cool, fam.
R.I.P.
Only my bro Wasi, Quasi Scheme Peters, nigga.
So that's actually true. This is Wasi, man. This is what the Was gang is all about. It is his homie from way back that ended up getting killed in a shootout with the cops. Toronto man shot dead in Entertainment District. He was apparently wanted for first-degree murder. He'd allegedly caught a serious body, and he ended up banging it out with the police and ended up losing his life. He'd been on the run. 2 men were found shot dead at the end of a raucous 3-day party in a 22nd floor condo unit. They were looking into Saturday's shooting. Police approached a vehicle on Peter Street shortly after 2 a.m. and had an interaction with a man. Apparently, it was a shootout. The man was shot, and he died just before 4 a.m. Now, that's where the Was gang, the whole Wasi gang, comes from. Okay, this is one of the most legendary people in Toronto street history right here. Okay, Quasi Scheme Peters, Wasi. A lot of guys. Bruh, you ain't even know the half of what transpired after Wasi passed away, okay? And you can go and do your research. I got a whole documentary on that. But unfortunately, that appearance on that stream led to a whole bunch of drama behind the scenes as well. So apparently it was a controversy. There's more clips of them two linking up, and apparently Top 5 ended up pressing N3ON about this, okay? Look what happened.
Yo, bro. Yo, broski.
Make sure my dog sounds hard and clean. Put some auto-tune on my dog.
All right, I need a ghostwriter.
Streams, brother.
Wait, Top 5, why are you mad?
Streams. I'm gonna tell this guy's.
Why are you mad?
So he called Top 5 outside, and Top 5 is pressing him over, even linking up with Pressa.
Why are you mad? Wait. All right, I didn't know you're actually mad. Hold on, wait. Let me talk for a second.
You linked with a girl guy.
Why are you mad at me?
My brother, call me offline, brother.
No, brother, talk to me now. Top 5. I'm panicking, bro. On my life, he texted me this whole thing. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. Why are they saying GG? Yo, hey, Pressa, I just want to say, brother, I come in peace.
Come on, you know you're
I come
my
in
dog
peace.
out
But
there
listen,
all the time.
any beefs you got?
I don't got beef with nobody.
Okay, I got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I don't got nothing.
I'm a civilian, brother.
Me too.
And I be telling.
Yeah. You're my wassa. Wassa.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, bro.
So look, they got a couple viral moments, but apparently Top 5 was livid, okay? He had actually allegedly, okay, there allegedly been messages back and forth. I got my cat on me right now. I got Cat Gang right now, right? He mouse K, man. You know what I'm saying? He might have to move to Atlanta, straight mouse K on these fools. But anyway, all right, anyway, no shot collar either before you try and get me with that, man. We ain't doing any of that. Anyway, all right. All right, so I had to quickly censor this up real quick, okay? But basically, Top 5 would post an apparent message between him and N3ON, where he would say, how did this tea end up on your stream? And then allegedly N3ON replied, bro, this is his second time stream sniping me. He has to be stalking me. I couldn't say no to him. And then Top 5 added the caption, leave my Indian friend alone, T. All right, I'm not going to say what, you know what a T is, all right? I've covered that up with a couple pics of Young Thug. That's no disrespect. That's just the first image that I had in my downloads. Anyway, okay, let me get this off the screen real quick. So Pressa would clap back and he would say, N3ON just told me that's a fake text. Lol, you do this every week. Even Ray Charles could see you as a fraud. So Pressa is basically saying Top 5 made up that text exchange with N3ON, all right, where N3ON's saying, oh, he must be stream sniping me at this point. And our stream sniping is where you see a streamer's live, you see their location, you go and pull up on them. You snipe them, you find their low and you pull up. And a lot of people said that Pressa might have stream sniped N3ON when he did that that live with Rampage Jackson where he bumped into him on the street that I showed you earlier. And that's basically something, you know, Pressa's basically saying the whole chat was fake. All right, Top 5's doing a play. He's trying to make it look like he was actually pressing N3ON and N3ON disrespected Pressa. But I know N3ON wouldn't disrespect Pressa like that if he knows what's good for him. So look, N3ON has accidentally, once again, reignited a Toronto gang war. And look, I've said it. I'm going to keep it real. All right. I spoke to Pressa and I spoke to Top 5 separately, completely separately. All right. Completely separately. But I've spoken to them, and every time I speak to them, I say to them, man, we just miss the good old days when you and the BFR crew was all together. You was out in Dubai finessing fools, you know what I'm saying, doing a madness, doing your thing together, man, and we miss them good old days. And I feel like everybody on both sides of this probably misses those good old days, man. I would love to see Toronto united, but unfortunately, it seems like too much has happened. Now, I just hope that we can have Toronto music popping once again with, you know, demons, very, very scary demons on both sides of this thing coexisting in the same place, okay? There's enough space in town for all the demons, all the bodies, all of that. We've got enough space, okay? There's enough hats in the lid store, right? All them hats that I've got up there, you know what I'm saying? We can all share those, all right? We can all share the hats like a lot of people be doing. But look, I rock with Pressa, man. I rock with Top 5. I think they're both great. I think Pressa's a phenomenal artist. I would love to see Pressa just kind of like rise up above some of, I know he's been dealing with a lot of label politics and bullshit in the background. You know, his career's been marred with a lot of controversies and setbacks and things, but I fuck with Pressa's music, man. I've been a big fan of Pressa's music, man. Attachment's my shit, like Chocolate Audemars. Just so many good songs that I love of Pressa's. I'm actually a big fan of Pressa's 96 Freestyle. I'm such a big fan of Pressa. And the same with Top 5, man. I rock with him. Like, he's had this leaked song with Gucci Mane, I Beat a Murder Case. Like, I've wanted to hear that CD quality on my Spotify for so long. I'm a huge fan of all of these guys. I even rock with Bundog's music too, man. His shit's fire, you know what I'm saying? So I just hope that this can simmer down. Maybe N3ON, all right, maybe what you need to do, N3ON, is you need to push some positivity and some peace. It will be super viral, man. If you can squash all the beef in Toronto, you're really doing a public service. And, you know what I'm saying, just helping the streets recover, all right? Because low-key, N3ON, you low-key, when people say rappers be instigating, you doing a little bit, you actually pulling up on fools and having them have little conversations. You outside the studio calling Top 5, like, you're moving crazy, bro. And you got to be careful because fools like this end up dropping the low and all sorts of stuff. So you got to be careful, man. Shout out to Pressa, shout out to Top 5. I hope this thing can simmer down. But unfortunately, N3ON has put his foot in it once again, man. Very unfortunate, but look, that's the update, man. Go and watch my members only video. I just did a whole video on the Epstein files. It's for the members only. We're doing members only exclusive content. It's a full breakdown of some of the stuff. Maybe you didn't know about the Epstein files. I break down the whole history for you guys, about 30-40 minute video. So go and check that one out. I got more members only content coming. I got other little sick things that I'm working on behind the scenes. So stay locked in. I appreciate all of the support and all of the motion we've been having over here. It is lit, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.